For 1 week in April, all eyes turns to Sevilla. The city itself goes back in time. Horse-drawn carriages, people dressing like it's 1800s, and the party all day and night for the party of the year. Welcome to Feria de Sevilla. We parked about half an hour away from the Feria because it was almost impossible. Of course, Feria has designated car parks, but they were fully booked.
It's about 6:45. It's starting to cool down and temperature still is about 29 degrees centigrade. Everybody's dressed up really smart, and even though we have dressed up smart, but we're feeling like we are underdressed.
A little bit.
But everybody around us looks absolutely amazing. They've got flowers in their hair and they're dressed up like flamenco dresses. We have finally arrived at the famous gate of the Feria. This is the gate which is lit up on the first day, and it marks the beginning of the biggest feria in Spain. Wow, this is a sea of people all around me. It is so beautiful, so many colors, so much going on. It is full of excitement. This is the place where everybody gathers to take their popular picture of the Feria. Later on, it will all be lit up, and that's when the whole Feria will change its color. It's a festive atmosphere, and look at the horses, wow. One of the things that we'll be checking out today is the dresses of people, how much they're dressed up, the fashion. It is not for the faint-hearted because we've been here before, and I think this year it seems a lot more busy. Look at that. There's a huge flood of horses coming right in front. And the women, these are not just men, they're women riding the horses. It is part of Seville's culture, it is part of Andalusia's culture. Look at them, all dressed up with their flowers on their head and their bells going around. It is a sensory overload. And I can hear somebody singing live as well in typical Spanish way. Wow, it is gorgeous. Let's go there. Look at that. I've said to Julian before that I'm quite fond of horses. I've never ridden a horse, but that is one thing that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And we will get some horse riding classes, and maybe, just maybe, we might be able to find somebody with their own horses and come back to enjoy a feria like that on their horses.
As soon as you walk into the grounds of the Feria, you can feel the energy, you can feel the passion. If you are planning to come to Sevilla, in our opinion, the most beautiful city in all country of Spain, our recommendation is to come in the month of April for many reasons. It's not too hot because Sevilla is considered one of the hottest places in all European continent. But if you want to come in April, not only you're going to see a beautiful city, you're going to enjoy one of the most beautiful traditions this city has to offer. One of them is Semana Santa, and right after is Feria de Sevilla. And in Feria de Sevilla, the city will be a bit quieter because most people will concentrate here in the fairground. So you can use the opportunity to explore the beautiful city, and then in the evening, like we are doing right now, come to Feria and see the vibe. But if you haven't seen Sevilla yet, we actually made a video of Sevilla, and you can see the link in the description below.
Venidos a la Feria de Sevilla,
la mejor de España. María.
Muy.
Pues mira, estos trajes me los ha hecho mi abuela.
Anda.
Todos los años me hace un traje.
¿Por qué la Feria de Sevilla es la mejor feria de España?
Hombre, porque los sevillanos tenemos mucho arte.
Claro.
Vamos muy guapos vestidos.
Lo pasan mejor que en la Feria de Sevilla. Claro. Otro sitio.
Aquí hay mucho arte, como tú puedes ver, está decorado preciosa. Y los sevillanos pues somos muy simpáticos y se van a encontrar.
Aquí somos familia, aquí no te conocemos, pero te invitamos a lo que tú necesites.
Claro.
La caseta,
Tu
tú
casa.
necesitas tu casa.
When you come to Feria, what can you expect from the Feria? Of course, you'll see lots of people wearing flamenco dresses, which is the highlight of the Feria. That's the first thing that catches your eye. And after that, you see lots of horses, people sitting on horses. They are also very nicely dressed. But also, you see lots of these little streets with the houses, little tents. So what are these? These are casetas. The word caseta comes from a casa, which is a house. So these are like a little houses all around Feria. There are more than 1,000 of them. Majority of them we cannot enter because they are privately owned by influential families of Seville. They are owned by companies. They are owned by political parties as well. But there are some casetas which are publicly owned, which are government ones where we can enter. Not many, but there are some. We're going to try to find some and enter and show you what's inside like. Everybody, like the whole city, the companies, the families, the political parties, they camp here for a week and enjoy. They drink, they dance, they enjoy the food and get together with their family. And it's a big celebration. It is an absolutely amazing atmosphere. If you own a caseta, if you are somebody who has access to a caseta, it's like a status symbol in civilian society because you have made it to a caseta family.
Enough about telling you what a caseta is, because you really want to know what's inside. Let's go. Side of the caseta, people will be dancing. It's very loud, so I don't know if you can actually hear me. But on this side of the caseta is where you have food, you have drinks, and over there you can see the prices as well. So it's not that expensive really. So you can have a beer for €1.40, you can have a drink for €1.40, and then for example, if you want to have some sandwiches, you can have a sandwich for €4.50. So the prices are not that bad.
Feria is amazing throughout the day and the night as well. But the special thing about Feria in the daytime is that it's filled with horses. You see horse carriages where people are going into different parts of the Feria because it's a massive place. You have to go around in horses, and many people, they have their own horses, very good quality horses. They come on their horses with their bowler hats and they go around the casetas to enjoy their drinks on their horses. They don't have to get off. They're just sitting on their horses, enjoying the drinks, sherry wine drinking. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. Whoa. I'm surrounded by horses and look at that. Wouldn't you be wanting to sit on a horse, going around and enjoying sherry from one casa to another caseta? And look at them gentlemen sitting on that horse carriage with their hats. So elegant and so, whoa. So elegant and so dapper. Absolutely amazing. It's 7 o'clock in the evening and already it's buzzing. It's not even, whoa. Bit scary. It's already packed. Every caseta is completely filled. This is one of the reasons why Seville is known as one of the fashion capitals of Spain, because people here, they dress up so nicely, so dapper, because every year they have to dress up. They keep a smart dress, which is a very polished dress in their wardrobe. Wow, honestly, I've never seen anything like this, that you're dressed up nicely, sitting on the horses, going around one bar to another bar, drinking on the horse, very stylishly. If you got a young family, imagine bringing them here. Whoa. Beautiful horse. Yeah, imagine if you got kids and you bring them here to the fair and take them around on horses. Such a beautiful experience. How many horses are here? They never end. Whoa, look at the row of horses coming in. Wow, on one side you have casetas and on the other side you have horses and you're walking in between.
I think this is how it felt in the 1800s when you wanted to cross the road rather than cars. Okay, let's go. Feria de Sevilla is also known as Feria de Abril or April's Fair, but it was founded in 1847 and originally it was a livestock fair, and the idea was simple: bring farmers and traders to buy and sell cattle. But the late 19th century, that business side was fading and people from Sevilla, they make it more into a party ground, especially the wealthy people from Sevilla. They went to casetas and they were private because only people that were invited as their guests will be able to go inside, enjoy their food, their music, their drink, and that tradition has carried on even into the 21st century. But Feria de Sevilla really changed in 1973, where they changed its location to a bigger, much better ground, making it one of the largest, actually it's the largest feria of all Spain.
And that is why the flamenco dresses came into existence as well, because these are the dresses worn by the gypsy women, the Roma gypsy women of the Seville area, and they used to work in the farm, they used to wear wider clothing, like light clothing in the heat. But then the Seville Feria started 1847 and they started to join the feria with those dresses. They caught a lot of attention and people started to copy them, and then more frills you have, the more layers you have, the more polka dots you have, the better it was. And now we see these dresses absolutely everywhere. They are actually not cheap. I was in a shop in Estepona and I went in to see the prices of these dresses. They start from 100 euros. Traditionally, these dresses are passed down by generations because they are made by hand and they are passed down to their daughters and the granddaughters, and they keep it very sacredly. This whole place is like a mini city that appears out of nowhere for a whole week. And there are about 15 main streets, and there are the little streets as well, but the main streets, there are 15. They've got their own names as well. And it's quite a big place, roughly about 450,000 square meter big, which is like 60 to 70 football pitches. And if you're American, it's about 80 plus football fields. And as you can see, there are so many people, and it's easy to get lost here. And that's why they provided you with free map on the website, which we will put in description below. The atmosphere in the Caseta seems very energetic now because everybody I can see over there dancing in flamenco in their casetas.
When does Feria de Sevilla start and how long does it run for, and when is the best time to visit Feria? Feria de Abril, Feria de Sevilla, as the name says, it happens in April, usually at the end of April, a week or two after Semana Santa or Easter. Feria de Sevilla lasts 7 days and the inauguration day is Alumbrado, and that's what Aslan was mentioning earlier on, when the big structure, the lights come on, usually at midnight. That's the kickoff of Feria and usually lasts 7 days from Saturday to Saturday. Then it's nearly a 24-hour party, but what time is best to come? Well, it depends on your preferences. In the morning it's going to be a bit quieter, more family orientated. You will see the horses as well, the carriages, but in my opinion, when the horses and the carriages are going around, it's extremely busy because it's like an avenue, like a jam, traffic jam of carriages and horses. So for me, it's a bit stressful. So if you want to come in the morning, you're going to see that, you're going to see people, you're going to see horses, but then around 8 p.m. the horses go home, they go to sleep, and that's when lots of people come to Feria. Why? Because it cools down, it's not as hot, especially in Sevilla, it gets really, really hot, and this is the time to actually cool down and enjoy your time with friends and family. And now you can see casetas are full, and that's one of the things you're going to probably struggle, because most casetas, as we said, they are private. You can only go in with an invitation, so you will need to find a free one, and there you can be until the early hours of the morning. So the perfect time for me is to come around 6 or 7 p.m. so you can see a bit of the horses, the carriages, and then it goes into the night. The lights go on and the real party of Sevilla Feria starts. This massive ground hosts over 1,000 casetas, and only 2% of them are free to enter, meaning that you don't have to pay an entry fee, or also you don't need an invitation to go in. On the same website Aslan mentioned before, you can actually find the list of the free casetas you can get into, and one of them is the tourism office caseta. We went to Google Maps, we checked the address, and it's just around the corner. Let's go and check it out. One thing I've noticed as well, that between the break of the horse carriages and the horses walking around and the people coming, the wave of people coming when it cools down, they wash the streets, and that's something as well. It gets very muddy and it gets very dusty as well. Aslan suffers with allergies, and as soon as we got here, he was a bit suffering because of all the dust in the atmosphere. Now he should be better because they washed it down to clean the streets from the horse poop. But also, one of the things is because it gets a bit muddy, so if you wear nice expensive shoes, they're gonna get ruined. Wow, it gets busier and busier. This is typical Spanish life. The night comes to life. Here it's almost 10 o'clock at night, and look how busy they are.
We have Valerie and Troy from Canada, Vancouver, Canada, right?
Yes.
And you are here in the Feria. Is this your first time?
Yes!
It's our first time to Spain, first time to this
really?
amazing festival.
This was a surprise to us, and we feel so lucky to be here.
Absolutely.
It's such an authentic, historic event. Just arrived today.
Really?
Yeah. It just came here, and then we have 2 nights here, and we've been driving through Spain already for 2 weeks,
Wow.
and we are off to...
This is our last stop in Spain on our way to Portugal.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
It was by pure chance.
So we got to
We
this
planned to come to Seville, and by pure chance, we came to the festival.
Yeah.
So you didn't know it was going on?
We
No,
didn't
we
even
did
know.
not know. It was
We
amazing.
had no idea. And we met a Spanish woman on the train, and we followed her. She told us where to go. She was so nice. Everyone's been so friendly, and we're just in awe. I can't believe this.
The colors, the women are so beautiful. The horses, amazing.
And
Absolutely
everybody
amazing.
is just having fun and happy. We had to WhatsApp video our family when we got here. It's the first time we've done it because it was so beautiful, so surreal. But the dresses, the beauty, the colors,
The dancing in the tents,
music,
just the people
Yeah.
getting up and dancing,
And
just
we
the
had some
passion
of the
is
drink.
amazing.
The sherry wine.
Yes, we had some of that already. That's why we're so happy.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Very
Yes,
lovely.
thank you.
It's nearly 10 o'clock at night, and now everybody's coming in. They are here to drink now. They're about to finish their dinner, because in Spain, as you know, dinner time is a bit late. Now they've got their glasses, and they're gonna drink and enjoy the whole night. There'll be lots of flamenco dancing. There'll be lots of partying on the streets. Before, you've been seeing in the casetas. I can see in that caseta there's a live band going on, but in about an hour's time, in 2 hours' time, just before midnight, the party will spill on the streets. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. So I think now we're gonna go and eat something first. It's a mission to navigate through. Wow. The thing is that you go from one caseta to another caseta, the music changes. From one caseta, you're probably listening to reggaeton or different music. Next caseta is a rock band going on, and the next caseta is a flamenco going on. It's just so beautiful. I'm loving this. Every time I come to Feria, and I absolutely love it. I've been to Jerez Feria, which is really good, by the way, because a lot of casetas here in Seville, they are private, but in Jerez Feria, they are free. Majority of them, they are free, and you can go from one to another, enter it, enjoy it, and keep getting lost in the Feria. We've been to Malaga one. Malaga one is a bit more commercial, a bit more westernized, but still is very good Feria. And also our local towns, Marbella and Estepona and Benahabis as well, they all have ferias. So each town throughout Andalusia, from now onwards, will have their own fair, from little to big to very unique ones as well. It is a party to be for the town. I'm looking looking at these casetas and their families enjoying themselves. But can you imagine that you have a caseta for yourself, for your own family, to have a party for a whole week? Every day you come here and enjoy with your friends and family, bring your guests over here. Just the concept of it. How amazing is that? 1 week of partying with your family? Bring it on, I'm up for it. And not just that, you're enjoying yourself in your caseta with your family, but then next caseta has their own family and friends going on, and the next one just like that. So it all joins together and creates a brilliant atmosphere. For us, we can watch it from the distance, but people who are actually owning those casetas, the families, for them it must be different level.
It's a bit overwhelming, but in a good way, because there's so much going on. Music, passion, colors, people having fun, families, friends, so many dances, everything going on in just one little place. We've done nearly 20,000 steps, so I can really feel the pain in my feet. I'm wearing very uncomfortable shoes because I wanted to be, following the theme, be a bit glamorous, but now I regret it. I should have wear comfortable shoes. But another thing is for sure, I'm getting very hungry now. So we are looking for a free caseta, and one of them is the tourism one that I was mentioning earlier on. It's on this street, but it's number 225, I believe, and this is number 133. So this is a good indication. Each caseta will have a number, so you can orientate yourself by looking at the name of the street and the number of the caseta. We found it. Let's go in there. I'm really starving. Hopefully they still have food left because I'm really starving. I don't think we're going to be able to sit down. Take that long, it was about 10 minutes, and for 2 drinks, tortilla de patata with bread, it was only €8. That's about £7. That's really good for a Spanish fair, a Sevilla's fair. Wow, that was very busy, but at the same time, it's like being in a live flamenco show for free. The food quality is not the best, really, to be honest, but the atmosphere, the vibe, the happenings inside is well worth it.
If you are somebody who like to be taken care of, there's a guided tour available, not by us, by the official Seville Feria. It costs about €16 per head. They take you around during the daytime to the most important places, so you don't have to worry about anything. But if you would like to enjoy the atmosphere of Feria from the comfort of your home, as you know, we have another second channel, Spain by Foot, where without commentary, we just show you the pure vibe, pure music, pure colors. So make sure to subscribe, Spain by Foot, in the description below.
If you think this part of Feria is big and exciting, wait until you see the other part, which growing up was actually my favorite part of Feria. So on that side, you have casetas, you have music, you have food, you have lots of flamencos, sevillanas. But behind me is for the more adventurous people. That's where you have all the rides, not just for children, from grown-ups as well. And this one in Sevilla is the largest one in Spain as well, with lots of rides, lots of fun, and very good for adventurous people. The best way to describe this is like a theme park. So you have all different rides, you have the bumpy cars, you have the wheel, you have the parachute, you have everything. So growing up, I remember, I used to get bored in casetas because it was more for adults. So when I was with my cousins, my uncles, parents, I used to get bored in the casetas, and I couldn't wait until we could go to the Funfair and enjoy the rides. And my cousins and I, we used to have a great time. And when I was a teenager, we always come to this part of Feria. is packed as well. It's not just that part of Feria that is packed here as well. You can hardly move. As well as, right, you have some food trucks, so you can have hamburger, hot dogs. Also, you have tombola, where you pay the rifle, or you play bingo, and you can win a game, or you can win a prize. But my favorite prize when I was growing up is the one there at the end when it goes upside down. Now, I'm a bit scared of it. When I was young, I used to go on all of them. And when I was growing up, it was only like 1 or 2 euros per ride. Now it's approximately 5 to 6 euros a ride.
They're still going hard. It's nearly midnight and it's so packed. It's unbelievable. I mean, I've been to many places in Spain and probably this is one of the busiest ones, the one with the most vibe as well for midnight. And it's gonna carry on until 6 o'clock in the morning. Hey! Everybody's so happy, everybody's enjoying themselves. The kids or teenagers, they are just coming back from the kids area, the rides area. It's past midnight and for some reason there are even more people and even more energy in the Seville Feria. But we had an amazing time and this is our second time we loved it even more. The energy, the colors, the beauty, the music, the flamenco dances, everything was out of this world. And we would highly recommend you, if you are coming to Seville, if you're visiting Spain in the month of April, make sure to come and see the Feria. Next week we will see you from another great location in Spain. Hasta luego.